So I imagine if I had a defense piece, this would be better damage. Unfortunately, I don't have a defense piece to show you all, but I can show you how often this ult comes back up. Wow, I'm actually doing good. Huh. Okay. Ow. All right. Ult's coming back often. Okay. There we go. Wow. I'm actually really surprised. Huh? Good job, Albedo. Yeah, his regular attacks are complete garbage, even though I have autos leveled, because his base attack is low, right? And again, you would use this guy as a damage enabler, essentially, for his E-procs and his ult. And again, his ult comes back often, as much as Bennett's does. Let me go ahead and switch his weapon. I wonder how much that's going to change things, because this sword, I think, is the best 4-star weapon for Bennett. And I was using Favonius originally. So let's go back to Favonius and let's see how we do. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do another rune guard, but this time with the Favonius blade, and it's 10 levels below the event blade. Okay, let's go. Smack, 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 smack. Okay, again. Okay, all my petals are up. Thank you. Come back. Okay, we ult. There's no way that was only 4K, right? Was I misunderstanding? Let's see again. 5K. Holy shit. All right. I take it back. I guess it makes a huge difference. Favonius not as good as the event one. Not as good as the event one. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. I was doing 15K, and then when I went over to my Favonius, it was doing a lot less. So we're gonna do this again with Favonius, also at level 80, to see if it's comparable. But it might just be that the passive on the event sword is just way better, and I can accept that. I can totally accept that. But we'll see. Okay, small PB damage. All right, the event one is way better because of the passive. We know now. Okay, so the weapon is garbage. We know that now. Compared to the event one. The increase in elemental skill and skill crit rate is huge. But we have this. Okay, for those of you guys who are doubting 3-star weapons, you need to shut your mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. Because you should always test before you doubt. Also because people like Amber exist, where C3 or 3-star weapons are actually good. Like, for example, because she cares about aim shots, you don't have to ever build her with crit rate in mind. Crit damage is what you want to build on her, because with her aim shots, you're gonna get your crit hit, and then on top of that, you have a 3-star bow. Unless you have Amos or something else like that, right? But we're talking about 4 stars and below. 3-star is actually better for her because you can do an extra 150% attack damage as crit damage, right? It's things like that where people need to keep in mind that 3-star weapons aren't all garbage. All right, level 80, guys. So let's test out the BS claims, or BIS claims, sorry. BIS claims of this being the best weapon. All right, so BIS, if you don't know, stands for best in slot. We're still Constellation 2. Okay, let's go guys, let's go. But are you guys seeing this? I'm getting flowers even though I'm using other people. You see this? I'm getting those Fatal Blossom triggers, even though I'm on Bennett and not on Albedo. Alright, sorry. Yeah, I'm not in the circle. Now I'll do the ult. Okay, 14k. So this 3-star is comparable to the event weapon. As long as you have 90% HP or more, which is kind of stupid. So it's just better to straight up use the event sword. For 355 base attack to basically 100 base attack difference, the extra crit damage meant nothing. So I ult now with 4 flowers, 13k, and the flowers still do roughly 5k each. The only difference here is the procs for my flowers. So I only saw one flower that did 5k, the rest did 2k, and arguably that might make a good difference, but when I had the other sword, I got 5k on I think all my flowers, but the ult damage was pretty much the same, and which makes sense because the ult damage is based off of his constellation 2 and his attack rate. Let's see. So if I do a switch now, I'll go back to it. We can double check how much the flower procs did. Again, we're doing the 3-star quote-unquote BIS weapon for him, and we're seeing how it stacks, and so far it's pretty disappointing. The bad thing about this is I have to constantly be worried about my HP being more than 90%, right? I would rather just have better artifacts because this weapon has low damage, right? So I think we're good on weapon testing. I don't know how you all feel, but I'm pretty confident that this weapon is not actually the best for him, and having the event weapon, the cursed sword, is better for more consistent damage and not having to care about the condition of 90% HP. That is my take.